Not really sure how to start this, but I wanted this video to serve as a kind of introduction to this channel. So I decided I'd take this video I took of me drawing and kind of talk about what I plan for this channel to be, I guess. So this was a drawing I did of Subnautica. Took me about 2 hours, a little bit less, but basically 2 hours. I've sped it up so it's a more digestible length. But yeah. So this channel, it's completely separate from my main channel. I'm gonna be posting just like art projects, basically, like all different kinds of art forms, like drawings, like this one here, um, digital art, and probably even some film projects. Um, as of right now, I don't really have anything planned, set in stone per se, but yeah, it'll be nice to have a place to, you know, kind of dump all my creative ideas. And so I decided I'd make this channel because I wanted this to be separate from everything else that I do. I didn't want this to be part of my main channel because this is its own thing. As I'm sure you can imagine and probably tell, I haven't really written a script for this commentary or anything. I don't even have talking points, but I'll figure it out as it goes on. I quite enjoyed doing this drawing. It was pretty fun. I got to crack out the old colour pencils. I normally just draw in grey lead, but I felt that this art piece needed colour to bring it to life. I drew it from the perspective of the back of the person standing on top of the live pod as the aurora's exploding. You know, that moment where you play it for the first time and you get that message over the PDA. Aurora quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core, yada yada. You swim to the surface to see what's happening, and then suddenly, boom, this massive explosion. It's it's always an incredible thing to see your first time round. I think it's awesome how Subnautica can capture such feelings and emotion, from fear to joy to a sense of wonder and exploration. It's a really fun game. I remember I used to play it all the time on my Xbox ages ago. You can see there I've done some failed circles. I do come back over to those later and fix them up, but yeah, those are a bit dodgy. I did use a reference to draw the Aurora, but everything else was from memory. The life pod didn't have much detail, but it still looked pretty good in the end. And I was originally going to draw a sea moth, but for some reason I just gave up on that. That never ended up happening. I don't know, I felt it made it feel too busy and took away from the main elephant element of the drawing, which was of course the aurora, because that's the kind of action of the drawing as it's exploding and bringing life to the picture. was fun to draw all the explosions and the smoke and everything. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty good in the end. But I assume most of my videos, unless film projects, are going to be kind of this style. Like I'll take a video of me drawing something and then oh, some shaky stuff going on with the camera. Oh, I think I was readjusting the camera. Yeah, that's right. Because I had it you know that thing you used to connect your Nintendo Switch to the TV? I had my phone, which is what I'm filming this on, rested in that, and I was just kind of propping it up on that rubber you see next to my markers there. It was originally propped up on that, but then I was like, wait a second, I need my rubber, so I ended up using a black marker, and it did like slip a couple times, but it was mostly stable. You can see there I got a pretty good angle of the drawing, and here I am drawing the explosions, which it's actually really cool to see this sped up. But yeah, I plan to make more videos like this. It's really fun to make. I mean, I get to draw, which is something I really enjoy doing. I watched a really interesting video, interesting for a few reasons, while I was drawing this, about how Mr. Bean could kill Superman. It was a video by Alex Lennon, and it was called Mr. Bean Can Kill Superman, and it was actually really interesting. Uh, Maybe I'll link it in the description of this video so you can go check it out because it's a good watch. It's a really good watch. It's very interesting. Um, what else do I talk about, really? I mean, continue to talk about the drawing, I guess. At the moment, there's not much really happening though. But yeah, I find drawing to be a very relaxing, therapeutic thing to do. I can kind of just get all my thoughts and ideas onto the paper, and listen to music or watch a YouTube video. Looking back at the original recording, the length of that is 1 hour 45 minutes, and the time I carried myself through it by watching two fairly lengthy YouTube videos. Both very interesting, getting me to think, which drawing also tends to do as well. But normally I'd just like listen to music as well. Just drawing and listening to music is a very relaxing thing to do as well. I drew a peeper and one of those giant coral tubes. In some areas, if you land in them, you can spawn near like a coral tube sticking out of the water. So I wanted to draw that, add a little more life to the image. I believe this is where I start drawing the sea moth. And then, I don't know, I just didn't look right. Yeah, you can see I'm drawing the sea moth there. There goes the camera slipping. I draw the sea moth, and I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not doing that. For whatever reason. Actually, I only just drew this. Like, I stopped the recording, got my microphone, came over here, and immediately just started doing this commentary. Just keep it fresh in my brain. Yeah, you can see that I've rubbed out the sea moth now, but yeah. I'm thinking of drawing like something Kerbal Space Program related next. Keeping on the topic of video games, but I could draw literally anything. Um, yeah, I like just drawing, landscapes, fields, mountains. You can see there I placed the Seamoth with a Reaper Leviathan, which I thought was fitting because you can often find them around the Aurora. And now I'm starting to colour it in. Started by colouring this little base bit of the Aurora in with blue. Yeah, it wasn't a totally accurate colour though. It's actually a lot darker than the real thing, so I added some purple shading around it, and that made it look a bit better. Here's me doing that now. And I like how it looked, even if it isn't 100% accurate. It still turned out great, in my opinion. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know. Yeah, this commentary over video style is heavily inspired by Matt Lown. He's fairly well known. He's got 500,000 subscribers, I believe. But he's he's a talented creator. He mainly just makes Kerbal Space Program videos and covers space news. You can go check him out. He's very cool if you like that kind of stuff. He also plays Planet Coaster, which he's a little less well known for, but yeah. Those are the main things he does. And he has a similar commentary style to this, where, mainly when he's playing KSP, Kerbal Space Program, he'll talk about the rocket and things that happened in the flight, while also talking about interesting things that are happening in his life. And I'd be lying if I didn't say that's what inspired me to do this kind of thing. Um, you know, I mean, he hasn't like claimed this or anything. It's not like his style. It's just I'm inspired by him. So yeah, but he's a very talented creator, and you should definitely go check him out. Right. Anyway, um, I wanted to color in the aurora and then fill in the environment. And the aurora's color scheme turned out pretty good. It's very white. It's mainly just like white and blue. It's the main colors of it. Which I felt contrasted pretty well with the dark, smoggy, smoky explosions happening all around it. In the actual game, when it happens, the explosion's more of just a flash and rumble than a big smoky cloud, but in real explosions, especially like napalm bombs and stuff, you have like your big flash explosion and then a cloud of smoke that blows away in the wind eventually. Which, there is some of that, but yeah. Um, it's a very well made game, Subnautica. It never gets boring either. There's so much to do. You can always do new things. And it supports different kinds of playstyles as well. I like open world, free kind of games where you can just do your own thing at your own pace. Figure it out for yourself. an element of, freedom and control in a game is a good thing most of the time. Sometimes, like certain games, like games like Ultra Kill or that, you kind of have a set path and there's not really much deviation. There's a main goal in mind, do the levels, complete them as quickly and effectively as possible. Not much else than that. But a game like Subnautica, you can explore, you can build your base, you can and that doesn't make the games good or bad in their own right. Because that's just different playstyles. That's what you're gonna get with different genres and things, and every game is unique. And I think that's why it's so incredible that there's so many out there. Every game is unique, and there's different people who play games and experience them for themselves in their own unique way. And I think that's awesome. Halfway there. I'm sure we'll get better at this as it goes on. But yeah, the aurora's nearly done being coloured in. I remember I actually forgot to colour in one of the explosions until like nearly the end of the drawing. And I was like, oops, I forgot to colour in the explosion, silly me. And yeah. I'm thinking I wanna have my main channel lead more towards video game content. Because, at the moment, my videos are kind of all over the place. And something that's always annoyed me is how my single most popular video surpasses any other video by 100,000 views. And it's just a stupid Markiplier lobotomy core video. And it feels so horrendous to say that out loud. I I've done this once before. I kind of do a bit of a channel wipe, or I just kind of reset my channel of everything that I don't want on there. So I'm thinking of doing that again, but for the final time. I think it's set in stone. What I want is the Ben Stevens channel is going to be focused on video games and content around that. And then, of course, I've got Stevens Sounds, where I upload my music and music. Now I've got Stevens Studio, where I'm uploading my art, and it's kind of it's organized. I just feel that system will work better than the current system, if you can even call it that. Uh, I feel like it's a bit all over the place. It's not really structured, and I'd like to fix that. There's the Aurora. Looks pretty good. We'll color it in. You can see that one explosion. And I forgot to color in to the right there. I've gone off and done something now. Don't remember why I got up mid-recording, but I did. You can see my chair moving back and forth. Oh, here we go. Now I'm coloring in the survivor. Does he have a name? I don't think he has a name. I don't know if he's ever referred to by any name. I'm looking this up. Yeah, no, I can't find any name. If you know about a name for the survivor, make sure to let me know. But yeah, we do get a lot of names though, especially for the Dagazi. Um, we get like Bart and what's her name? Mira something? Mida. Mida, that's it. And yeah, I feel like we know more about them than we do about ourselves. And there's me coloring the explosion. Close to the end of it. Very close to the end of it, actually. Oh, there's my camera disconnecting and reconnecting for some reason. Um, yeah. It's nearly done now. Just got to color in the life pod, the water, the sky, and a few other things. There's my hair popping in for a sec. It's cool to see it, like come together at the end. Especially in this speedier form, it looks like, you're just printing it. And I think that's really awesome. I mean, yeah, it's fun to make this little kind of speed draw, if you will. I believe that's what people called it. Yeah, it's a fun little thing to do. A while ago, this is just a random thing I just thought about. A while ago, I made a Discord server for the channel. It would have been like close to the start of last year. Um, and I didn't expect many people to join this, but about a year later, it's still just me and my friend in that server. Yeah, he even messaged this server is lit. First message in 4 months, and then said another 4 months has passed. So yeah, but I'll start rejigging that when the time is right. Yeah, it's really almost done now. Just drawing the sun, the clouds, the sky, and then it'll be done. Oh, it's very satisfying to see the sky get colored in. It's very cool looking. It's what I love about time lapses. Compressed a almost 2 hour long video into 25 minutes. It's incredible. I made the sky close to the water a much darker blue to help it contrast, because obviously the sky and the water are both blue. But yeah, you can see that little Reaper Leviathan. You can see his jaws and his fin poking out of the water. And that's the drawing completed. There's the final product. Very cool. Well, that concludes this first video. Let me know what you think about this kind of style in the comments, I guess. And in the meantime, I'll continue to make my funny little art projects. This is mostly for myself. Honestly, this was just a thing that I want to do for myself more than for other people to see and enjoy. I do want that, but this is mostly just a project for myself. Let me know what you guys think of this, and I guess I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe, join the Discord, like the video, whatever you see necessary. Bye.